Let me continue with the type of directors with independent directors. Who do you call as independent directors? See, whenever you talk about a company, uh, you just do any job or any direction taking place inside your company itself, you may not be knowing the faults. Like what I'm trying to say is the outside view தெரியணும்ல நீங்க கம்பெனியை விட்டு வெளிப்பார்வை outside view பார்த்தாதான் you know what is actually happening from the outside point of view. So in that way, we need to have a director who will have completely an outside view. So in that way, we need to appoint an independent director, which means that the term itself represents his nature. He's independent in nature. He's a director of the company, but still he is independent, which means he will not have any closer connection with the company. This is what they term as independent director. He will not have any closer connection. If the company is a listed company, as I told you, we'll start with section 140, 149 only. So here goes with 4, clause 4. Every listed company is required to appoint at least one third of the total number of directors as independent directors. So one third of the directors should be independent directors. If you find any fractions, it has to be rounded off to the next higher number. So probably you're taking the one third of the directors as 3.1. So it is like 3.1. You need not go for normal max like rounding of numbers, which is 3.1 is equal to 3. No, you have to take it as next number 4, which means that at least there should be, please focus on this word at least there should be one third. So at least the number is 3.1 வருதுன்னா 3ங்கிறது at least category வராது. Okay, so in this way you have to get the value. And even the central government prescribes a minimum number of independent directors in the cases with respect to class or classes of public companies, and that they need to have at least 2 directors as independent directors. When the public company is having paid up share capital of 10 crores or more and a turnover 100 crores or more, and please give focus whenever I mention paid up share capital, it's inclusive of equity and preference share capital. Paid up share capital now, equity and preference both put together. ஈக்விட்டினா அவன் மென்ஷன் பண்ணும்போதே paid up equity share capital மென்ஷன் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. It's nothing is mentioned equity and preference னு அர்த்தம். Equity and preference னு அர்த்தம். And the public companies having turnover of 100 crores or more. Please give focus again. Public companies having turnover of 100 crores or more. What do you mean by turnover? Is operating income னு சொல்லுவோம். Profit and loss accountல revenue and expenditure போடுவோம். Operating income னு சொல்லுவோம். That's what you call as turnover. Apart from this, if the public company in aggregate has outstanding loans, debentures and deposits which is exceeding 50 crores, now definitely you need to have at least 2 directors as independent director. This is the case only with public company. Earlier we have seen one third of the directors to be independent directors. This is the case with listed company. But in the case பார்க்க the public company. Whenever you just read some lines, try to understand on what category we discuss these things. Apart from that, if there exists any listed company on or before the commencement of this act, then within 1 year of the commencement of the act, we have to go along with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. Other than this, how can you define an independent director? Quite a very important definition. He is a person is defined under subsection 6 of 149. He is a director other than a managing director or a whole-time director or a nominee director. Still, till now we don't know who are managing director, whole-time director or nominee director, but still we understand independent directors or no a managing director or not a full-time director or not a nominee director, then who are these persons? Managing director is the complete person who takes care of the management. So managing director. Or he may not be a managing director, but he will be there like a employee, like a 9 to 5 job. So he will be available there always. He's a whole-time director. A nominee director means when any company has borrowed any loan, like for example, I'm saying any company has borrowed any loan from public financial institutions, what the company will do is the public financial institution, not the company, the public financial institutions will go for appointing a director from their side call as nominee directors. ஒன்றும் இல்லை, ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். நீங்கள் எக்கச்சக்கமா லோன் பாரோ பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. அப்போ நீங்க பண்ற ஆக்டிவிட்டிஸ் எல்லாம் நாங்க லோனா கொடுத்த பணத்துல தான் பண்றீங்க. அப்ப அந்த கேஸ்ல வந்து நீங்க அனாவசியமா செலவு பண்ணிடக்கூடாது. ஒவ்வொரு ஆக்டிவிட்டிஸ்லயும் எங்களோட டைரக்ஷனும் இருக்கணுங்கிறதுக்காக நாமினி டைரக்டர். So that name itself is nominee director. So the term independent director is defined as a director other than a managing director or whole-time director or a nominee director who in the opinion of the board is a person of integrity and possesses relevant expertise and experience. He has sufficient knowledge and experience so that he can direct in a proper way. He shall not be a promoter, whether of that company or on the company or a holding company or subsidiary company or associate company. He shall not be related to the promoter also. Okay. எப்போ ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, இந்த டாபிக்லலாம் கம்பெனினா கம்பெனியை மட்டும் பார்க்க மாட்டோம், ஹோல்டிங் பார்ப்போம், சப்சிடரி பார்ப்போம் அண்ட் அசோசியேட் கம்பெனியும் பார்ப்போம். He is not only the promoter like, but he should not be a relative to the promoter or directors. ரிலேட்டிவ்னா ஒரு பெரிய டெஃபினேஷனே கொடுத்துருப்போமே ரிலேட்டிவ்க்கு. ஸ்பவுஸ், சில்ட்ரன், சன்னு, இவங்கெல்லாம் ரிலேட்டிவ்ல வந்துடுவாங்க. ஸோ இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் டைரக்டரா அவங்க இருக்க முடியாது. ஈவன் யாரு ப்ரொமோட் பண்ணும்போது மட்டும் இல்ல, டைரக்டரோட ஸ்பவுஸ் அண்ட் எக்ஸெட்ரா கூட வர முடியாது. So it should satisfy with the definition of the relative. So அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தா that person cannot be an independent director. Okay, that's why the independent has a very strong meaning. The third point, he shall not have any pecuniary relationship other than remuneration as a director. அந்த கம்பெனி மூலமா எந்த பணமும் அவருக்கு போகக்கூடாது. பெக்யூனரினா quantifiable, measurable in terms. Probably he is an employee. Okay, எல்லாம் வந்துட்டு he is a supplier, இல்லை he is a buyer. அந்த மாதிரி எந்த ஒரு பெக்யூனரினா மானிட்டரி டேர்ம்ஸ்ல அவங்க மெஷர் பண்றாங்க. other than remuneration மட்டும் வாங்கலாம். or any other transaction not exceeding 10%, maximum 10% இருக்கலாம் of his total income or such income as may be prescribed with the company. Company now obviously holding, subsidiary and associate is also included. Or with respect to the promoters or directors during, there's a limit here, 2 immediately preceding financial years or during the current financial year. Try to focus. There's a limit prescribed. This pecuniary relationship they are talking with respect to 2 immediately preceding financial year only. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு சப்ளையரா இருந்திருக்காரு, பையரா இருந்திருக்காரு, இல்ல அதுக்கு முன்னாடி கம்பெனில டைரக்டரா இருந்திருக்காரு, நோ இஷ்யூஸ். பட் இப்போ ரீசன்ட் 2 இயர்ஸ்ல இந்த ரெமுனரேஷன் as director தவிர எதுவுமே வாங்கியிருக்க கூடாது. Apart from this, now we are going to the relatives part. See, so far we have discussed 3 points. I just want to recall here. This is quite an important definition. 4 points. Actually, I take this as one single point only. So one is with respect to the normal relevant expertise and experience. Second and third point with respect to promoter and related to the promoter and director, they cannot be a independent director. And this one talks about the pecuniary relationship. If you get this exam, if you get this question as a theory question in your exam, I request you to don't jumble the points. Please maintain this order because this is a very strict definition. This is expected as it is. So on the order link மாத்தி கொஞ்சம் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம். So first normal point, relevant expertise. Second point and third point with respect to should not be a promoter and should not be relative with the promoter and director. And this point is talking about pecuniary relationship. Don't give the numberings and all. And the next point talks about the relatives here. None of whose relatives is holding any security of interest. Whenever I talk about company, obviously holding subsidiary and associate companies included. Again, with respect to 2 immediately preceding financial years, provided that relative may hold up to 50 lakhs or 2% of the paid up capital only. Okay, you don't check for the number of shares. Paid up capital எவ்வளவு percent? 2% வரைக்கும் ஹோல்ட் பண்ணலாம். இல்லனா face value of the shares வந்துட்டு see I'm not talking the number of shares. You can talk about the face value of shares பார்க்கும்போது 50 lakh rupees க்கு ஹோல்ட் பண்ணலாம் இல்லனா paid up capital 2% வரைக்கும் ஹோல்ட் பண்ணலாம் அந்த மாதிரி ரிலேட்டிவா இருக்கலாமே தவிர இதுக்கு மேல அதிகமா ஹோல்ட் பண்ணாங்கன்னா if that relative is holding so many number of shares or etc he or she cannot be a independent director. Just think my spouse is holding 51 lakh rupees shares in a company. Okay. Shall I be an independent director in the company? Try to get my point. Sridhar sir is holding worth 51 lakh rupees in a company. Shares, face value of the shares itself is 51 lakh rupees. Shall I be the independent director of the company? Yes. Shall I be the independent director of the company? No, I cannot be an independent director. Is it okay? I cannot be an independent director because I am a relative. Obviously, I am a relative. So I cannot be an independent director. Next is indebted, which means has borrowed loan like to the company or holding or subsidiary or associate company or the promoters or directors in excess of such amount as may be prescribed during the two immediately financial years. Or it has given a guarantee or provided any security with respect to this indebtedness. Probably we'll say like collateral securities, etc. This is also with respect to two immediately preceding years only. So this is all we are talking about relatives part, not that particular person. So even your relatives should be so independent. And any other pecuniary transaction or relationship with the company or with the holding or associate company with respect to 2% or more of its gross turnover or total income singly or in combination with the transactions referred above with the three above clauses. Neither he or any of his relatives earlier பார்த்த points வந்து relatives-காக பார்த்தது இப்போ he or any of his relatives, which means that particular director, the person we are talking about, independent director or his relatives, okay, holds or has held position as key managerial person. So KMP இருந்திருக்க கூடாது for the last 3 financial years. Proprietor or partner with respect to any firm of auditors Leo. So company in the company auditors, company secretaries and cost auditors இருந்திருப்பாங்க அவங்க ஆடிட் பண்ற ஃபர்ம்ல இருந்து ஒன் ஆஃப் தி பார்ட்னராவோ ப்ரொப்ரைட்டராவோ இருந்திருக்க கூடாது அண்ட் ஏதாவது லீகல் ஆர் கன்சல்டிங் ஃபர்ம் இருந்திருந்தா அதுல 10% ஆஃப் தி மோர் ஆஃப் தி கிராஸ் டர்ன் ஓவர் வந்து இந்த ஃபர்ம்ல இருந்து வந்திருக்க கூடாது. And next point, he along with his relatives hold 2% of the more of the total voting power. In the definition, you understand பண்ணிக்க வேண்டிய points இதுதான். In some case, we'll go with respect to, see here, we are discussing with respect to 2% or more of his gross turnover or total income. Here we say 2% or more of the total voting power. In some case, we talk about face value. This is what the things you have to remember here. And if that person was a chief executive or director of any non-profit organization that receives 25% or more of its receipts from the company or any of its promoters or directors or etc. or holds more than 2% or more of the total voting power, now definitely he or his relatives cannot be the independent director. What do you mean by non-profit organization? Probably நம்ம ஒரு கான்செப்ட் பார்த்திருப்போம், corporate social responsibility, CSR. When the company is liable to spend 2% of its property for the corporate social responsibility, the company may not work independently, but it may go or it may give the amount to NGOs. Okay, non-profit organizations கிட்ட பணத்தை கொடுத்து அவங்க சார்பா பணம் சொல்லலாம். That is through the agent they may spend this amount towards the society. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு என்ஜிஓ நான் ப்ராஃபிட் ஆர்கனைசேஷனோ இந்த மாதிரி என்ஜிஓஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, இவங்களுக்கு 25% மேல இந்த கம்பெனி ரெஸ்பெக்டிவ் கம்பெனி கிட்ட இருந்தா பணம் வருதுன்னா, ஜஸ்ட் திங்க் ஹியர், பணம் வருதுன்னா தட் என்ஜிஓல சீஃப் எக்ஸிக்யூட்டிவ் இல்ல டைரக்டரா இருந்திருந்தா யூ கேனாட் பி அன் இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் டைரக்டர் இந்த கம்பெனி. அப்பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் தட் any other persons who possess such other qualification as may be prescribed. If it is okay, this is about independent director.